College is about tradition. The ivy-covered buildings, the mascots, the ceremonies. One thing that hasn't stayed the same, the cost.
Parents are thinking back to when they went to school and how much the cost of college was back then.
Yeah, and gas was $1 a gallon. Catch up, Daddy-O. Fidelity Investments' Rita Assaf says Fidelity's 2021 college savings and student debt study revealed a few surprises. For one thing, parents and students vastly underestimate the cost of college.
25% of parents, and actually more than a third of high school students, said they think a year of college will cost $5,000. So right now, that is a big discrepancy.
Like, how big are we talking?
To put that into context, the bill for 1 year of in-state public school is $26,000.
That's more than 5 times more expensive than what parents think.
Parents are shocked, but so are the kids.
Those big numbers, plus the weird times we're living in, are changing the college calculus.
60% of the students that we surveyed say the pandemic has changed their view of college.
Specifically around cost sensitivity.
40% of high school students say cost is the most important factor in choosing which school they plan to go to.
Fear of future debt is even motivating some students to change career goals.
A lot of these students want to live debt-free after they graduate from school because they've seen generations struggle with student debt. So they're considering jobs that might help them pay for some of the debts that they might see.
So yeah, your passion's medieval literature, but maybe take up coding instead. Kind of sad, actually. And because of these widespread saving shortfalls, there's an increase in the number of federal plus loans, which are served up right at the moment of peak sticker shock.
You might actually see them right as you're at the point of paying for school for like the first year. And so I think for most people, it's just easy for them because they see it and it's an option there.
And in that moment of panic, don't grab the first lifeline thrown your way, because
these federal plus loans are generally taken out in the name of the parent instead of the child, and generally carry higher interest rates than student debt.
And they're aimed at the parents of college-age children who really ought to be pivoting to retirement planning so they're not a burden on those same kids later on.
Do your research. It might be an option, but you really need to see what other loans might be out there.
The best way to avoid all this stress is to start saving early.
It's really never too early to start. When they have the baby, or even before that, as they're about to have the baby.
The moment you see that solid blue line on that plastic stick, it's time to set up a 529 college savings plan.
A 529 really helps you to put aside money in a tax-advantaged way, and is withdrawn tax-free when used on qualified education expenses.
And forget wrapping presents.
One of the greatest benefits of 529s is the fact that anyone can contribute to it. This means family and friends can contribute directly to a child's 529 in place of a traditional holiday or gift.
Another nifty 529 trick?
A lot of credit cards offer cash back. Those cash back rewards can actually go into a dedicated savings account for education, specifically a 529. So it may not seem like a lot, but it does grow over time.
Which might help with that sticker shock later on. Reality checking the cost of college is at the top of the list.